So my first question to you, Zoe, is take yourself back to secondary school. And I don't know about you, but we had a careers person that sat down and did a questionnaire, and it spat out that you should become a farmer or an artist or something. And my question is, what would you say to children that are now finishing up in school or college, who don't know what they want to do, and how can they set a goal?
So interestingly, the careers advisor that I had was quite adamant that I needed to go to university, that I wouldn't have any career opportunities unless I went to university. And that was something that I really wasn't keen on doing. I love learning, but not classroom-based learning. I'm much more of an active learner. And interestingly, all I ever wanted to do was be in the police, be a police officer. And as you know, I did 20 years with the police, but never as a police officer. So lots of different jobs, lots of different opportunities within that organisation. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but that actually didn't work out. But I had some amazing opportunities, even though Plan A didn't work. I think now the world is moving so quickly, and I think the world of work is moving so quickly. I mean, it was moving quickly anyway, but when you look at everything that's been happening over the last 12 months, remote working, being able to work at home, lots of things going online, there's lots of opportunities that didn't exist 12 months ago that exist now. So I think for young people now, I think it's about looking at what's important to you, what are you passionate about, what are you good at, what do you enjoy doing? Where do you enjoy spending your time? What do you get lots from? Know what that is. Know what's important to you. Know where your strengths are. Know where you like to spend your time, but keep the focus on what your next step is. Because so many of these things, whether it's GCSE choices to A-level choices to university choices or job choices, quite often that's the next step. It's a stepping stone to something else. And I think it's very easy to try and work out what other opportunities that might open up. And we don't always know what those are going to be. So certainly conversations I've had with my son, who's 18, sort of making his choices, is, okay, know what you enjoy doing, know where you enjoy spending your time, know what you're good at, and just look at what the next step is and do what you can to be your best at the next step. And that in itself will bring lots of opportunities. So I think if you're going to university now and it's a 4-year course, the chances are there's going to be jobs that are created in the next couple of years that don't exist at the moment, especially in terms of technology and science and all of those amazing things that the world moves really quickly with. And I think just focus on, those things that I've mentioned, just the next step, because the world's moving really quickly. But also do what you're passionate about. Do what fulfills that purpose. We spend a lot of time in work. It's like 8 hours a day, 8-9 hours a day. That's a lot of energy and it's a lot of time spent. Do something that you love to do. And I think it's interesting, isn't it, that we can peel back. When I look at, I wanted to be a police officer, but why did I want to be a police officer? I wanted to help people. I wanted to help people who struggled to help themselves. And I wanted to help people to have a voice who didn't have a voice. And I wanted to help people who had perhaps found themselves on one path that had potential and capability and that possibility to be on another path. It's exactly what I'm doing now as a coach, in a very different way. But you can sometimes peel back those layers and look at what sits in underneath. And when you know what that is, that creates lots more opportunities rather than that sort of tunnel vision of one particular business or one particular role.